What's up, beautiful people? Today we do a little unboxing of the AnkerMake M5. AnkerMake is a sub-brand of Anker, and they produce a nice little 3D printer which was quite hyped in the reviews, and Linus Tech Tips did a review, and yeah, well, they had some great opinions about this thing, and now I want to unbox my one. So it's written here, it's heavy package. Actually it is. First of all, cutting the box open. Okay, here we go. Currently recording on my new unboxing table. This was my former workbench, which you have seen in one of the videos, but I replaced the workbench with the IKEA Frederick. But it was a great thing for the workbench, but for unboxing it's not so practical, so I used the old bench or the old table again for the unboxing thingy. All right, let's get the box out of the box, shall we? Oh, this looks nice. Here we go. It's heavy, it's really heavy. La, 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 la. So, get rid of this. All right, and here it comes. So, cool thing, at least they put some handles in this box. Yep, and I've got some issues with the lid. So, one pro tip if you consider having your own man cave, or nowadays a she shed as well. Make it 50 to 100% bigger. You thank me later. Oh, okay, Boomer, still struggling here. Yeah, I mentioned in one of my last articles or blog posts, I'm not quite sure, that I'm not actually a boomer by year and age, but sometimes I struggle like my dad when dealing with new stuff. And here we go. Ooh, look at this. Isn't that a nice package? So, what's up? Starting in the left upper corner. This seems to be a little bit of filament. It's an AnkerMake PLA Plus 150 grams. Pretty standard PLA. All right, and here we have the hot end. This is the hot end. There is a nozzle pre-installed, and yeah, this looks pretty neat. There are the wires for the heating and the temperature sensor, and then we have a lot of nozzles. Okay, here we can see we have 0.2 millimeters, 0.4, 7 of them. Alright, I don't know why you should need 7. Perhaps we will figure out later. Then we have some screws. We got some screws here, some bigger screws and some smaller screws. And all, as far as I can see, are hex or Allen. Right, then we have power supply cables. This is for the American market. And this is for Europe. It's the Schutzkontaktstecker. Okay, this could be the spool holder. Then it could handle the spools for the filament. Oh, shoot. What is this? All right, this is really awesome and seems to be a tool set. And I haven't seen this before. I'm just too weak. All right. And do you think this looks nice? I think it does. You have a neat little handle. I suppose you will be able to put in those Allen keys. Ooh, magnetic. And you have a little wrench. And again, another nozzle. Why? Why so many nozzles? See, you've got some, could be for cleaning stuff. Cleaning the nozzle, for example. Perhaps I have to adjust the light. Wait a second. So we fixed the lighting issue a bit, hopefully. My birthday is very soon. If you want to give me a present, you might check out my Amazon list for lighting. Okay, as you can see, here's a nice little cutter. Okay. That's for cutting the filament and some replacement tubing for the hot end. That's pretty much all she wrote. But it's a nice idea to have a little tool set like this. So Prusa, you should watch this. And this seems to be a quick start guide, the manual. All right, loading filament and safety Zusammenbau. Oh, it's even in German. Zusammenbau des Druckers. Great. And here we go. And this is pretty much the printer. It is almost fully assembled. I will carefully. Ooh, this looks. Oh yeah. This is sleek, sexy. Yeah, I really love my Prusa, but this looks amazing. Shout out to Klaus. I think you said you will buy a snap maker. It looks similar in my opinion. We will have to compare. Nice, really decent. Okay, lift up the... and here comes the base segment, the base plate. All right, raccolta plastica. Oh, bummer. Did not expect that. So the print bed seems to be a lot smaller than the Prusa, but no, actually it's the same size. I'm wrong. Okay, all right, we peel up another layer of foam here. Oh, and now comes the heavy part. This is actually quite heavy, and here you can see, yeah, they put a lot of effort into the design of this thing. You could call it next generation or next level 3D printing, because yeah, with such a design, the women acceptance factor goes up. All right, here you have a integrated PSU. Let's see if we can open that. No, this is actually just for assembly. Jesus, this is heavy. Jesus. You can see something interesting here as well. So there seems to be 2 belts for the drive of the heat bed. All right, and yeah, we'll get rid of the box. And now up to the assembly. I will check the quick start guide for the assembly. We need some more space. And now we can use the foam to support. I think this is important that we use the foam to support the installation. All right. The motor and the opening will line up. Now we put cables through the holes here. So which screws do I need to connect the motor wires? We will figure it out. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Screws. Oh, they come with washers. That's quite nice. Yep, the height is almost perfect. They go in. Neat. So I watched the video from Anker, how they installed it, and it looks so easy. But the devil is in the detail. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This could work. All right, I changed the perspective that you can see how I can assemble this printer. I will put in the first screw on one side. It always looks so neat in this instructional videos, but this is actually not that easy. Yeah, well. All right, so I removed the foam, and I would not suggest that you try this at home, because it has a little overhang, but because I tightened some screws, I think this should work better. I wouldn't have thought that this is such a pain in the ass to assemble just 2 parts. Okay, tightening the screws. All right, and up to the next. We need to attach some cables. Good thing, you can see that. Left, right, left, right. Okay, this could be easier. All right, okay, this is definitely easier than assembling a Prusa. I don't think that it's necessary to have 2 screws for each, but it's a neat solution. It's tight, you can get it off easily as well. No, okay, just the wrong angle. All right, and the last part of the installation is the spool holder. So you have two options. You can either install it upward facing, or you can install it horizontally. Yeah. There is one spare as well, right? And now we have a fully assembled printer connecting to power. Oh, one important thing, before we connect to power, we need to figure out if it's set to the correct voltage. This is important. All right, no risk, no fun. Yeah, in the online documentation, there should have been a voltage selector in there, but perhaps what they could have done is built in a power supply which auto detects the voltage, works on both voltages, so a switching power supply. So yeah, and in the quick start guide it doesn't mention any voltage selection as well. So what we do now is just plug in the cable, and if it goes up in smoke, yeah, well, then you can laugh at me. And the cable is and the cable is very, very short. You could have put in a longer cable, my dear friends from Anker. Plug it in. And then, well, let's power it up. And it powers up. It doesn't go up in smoke. Sounds good. Let's remove the foil here, that we can take a better look. Oh, sounds great. Take a better look at the screen. Can you see that? And boots. And now we can do the setup.